and good evening, my friends. Hambbage here, kicking things off for a second stream of the day. That's right, we went one early. It's just loud and kind of nauseous. I had to touch that in between while I was between loads of laundry. And I can't stream and get the stuff done I need to do, but I can kind of farm off and on. Excuse me. Wow. I haven't talked in a minute. Actually, I did. I got to go hang out with a couple friends and just grab a quick happy hour burger. I was like, yeah, sorry, no, I can't hang out and enjoy the happy hour boozing. I'm out running errands, but got some stuff needed for travel. Got some gas in my truck. They were awesome. They live near a park and ride, and I was like, I'm lamenting. I'm like, well, I'm gonna drive out there and park, and just fingers crossed. We're supposed to have it's spring in Colorado. We got storms almost 50% chance every night, right? And it can be a beautiful day. It's not always wet and cloudy and all that, but there will be times when they just come rolling on up, and hail damage is a real thing if you're not in paid covered parking. And they were like, well, there's this parking lot right by our house, which is much closer to me than the airport. Like, you can park there for some minimal amount for the whole duration, and then it's like $250 or something. I don't know what it was for the bus ride. So I had the app on my phone. I hadn't used it ever, apparently. So I put some cash on there. I'm ready. I got the schedule. I got the times to get out to the bus. In theory, when I come back, I should have an hour of deplaning airport, get to the bus time to get me the heck on out of there and back to my car. If that part misses, it's going to be a little bit more of an adventure. But fingers crossed that everything goes smooth on me getting back on Monday. Other than that, though, it seems like a much more palatable deal. It's $10 a day, and it would have been Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then it would have gone into the next 24 hours on Monday. So that's $60 to open air park with a shuttle. And I know the shuttle, I can game the shuttle a little bit to get there as quickly as possible. But even so, you're looking at like 20 minutes to get from your parking spot to the thing. It's like 50 minutes to get from the lot, the park and ride lot, to the airport, and then you just go up an escalator and you're in. So I'm going to give it lots and lots of time. I'm going to get there early since I haven't done this technique before. Don't want any incidents, but I figure I'll get out there, get some breakfast at the airport, and get flying to Minnesota. But we only have a couple hours here this evening. I was kind of chattering as I went because I was afraid I couldn't get the screen to load, and earlier today I couldn't get my backup display to load, so I just want to make sure everything was good. Seems like it is, and now we've got an ad about ready to start. So where do we leave off? It is day 7 of summer. We got quality sprinklers in. We had a couple disasters during the daytime stream today. We don't give me a notification when I'm watching for an ad to start. We got accidentally pickaxed our one and only coffee bush, which at a minimum is a huge setback because it was almost ready to start producing coffee, and now we're at an ad. We also had a full inventory when we received a prize mission ticket, and it fell in a river and was eaten. So great luck. Hopefully we'll do better now. Anyway, give me 2 seconds. Again, it's real quick here. I'll be right back, and we'll start during the ad. Okay, we are back. Hope you're all doing well this evening. I'm doing great, and we are just winding down to travel time. We do have a little bit more in the ad, but let's get started with the chores. We'll pick everybody back up. Get going. Beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Means more watering. New viewer and good humor spirits. All right, maybe a coffee bean. And baked fish. Whenever I make this one at home, my two cats go bananas. I need a second chef around just to keep them from hopping on the counter for a bite. Just make sure the fish is fresh, preferably caught with your own rod. Now watch as I place the fish on a bed of spring greens. I would argue, um, go ahead as you're beginning to prepare and give your cat some of the fish in their own eating place, wherever that may be. I don't know. I love cats. I'm not real sure I want them in my food as I'm cooking it, though. So I'm just saying. It seems like a way, a win-win. Feed the cats. Show them, yeah, they're a part of it. Set them up early with some tuna or some treats or something. Come by the shop and check out the new rods I'm selling. They're the best money can buy, and you can customize them with different kinds of tackle. Hope to see you soon. Okay, so he's offering that. Remember, we got all the trout roe earlier today. I need a watering can. And we're setting that up as a means to make trout bait, which I now have. We're going to save that. We'll go check the calendar today. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Anybody who's out at the ads, glad you're here this evening. I know we're outside our normal time. I expect quietness, but it is too good a little window to pass up. I'm not going to sleep at 9 o'clock. So I've got this little bit of extra time to share with you guys. And I am thinking, I'm just kicking around this idea. We're going to totally lose track and momentum on this run by next Tuesday evening when I come back to it. So I am wondering if I should maybe do a clean start. But I do have a question, and I don't know if any of you guys watching YouTubes and stuff may have an answer for me at this point. Over the last couple days, my Twitch YouTube VODs have been very unreliable at loading, and I don't know if there's some new limitation that's been set that I'm missing. Is anybody aware of any timing stuff? The way that I used to do it was I would grab the VOD as soon as I was done. I would retitle it, no edits or anything like that, as I'm sure all you YouTubers know. But I would grab it, and then I would upload it immediately as private and wait until the 24 hours was up until I published said video. And it seems that as of this week, I don't know if that's related or not, but multiple times now, I have attempted to upload a video, and I go back after an overnight or whatever and check on it, and it just says pending or incomplete in progress, and it's got a 0% completed. Like, it hasn't even loaded at all. YouTube is seeing them when I start the upload, but then it's just not going at all. And I don't know what may be contributing to that. If you guys have any insights, I would appreciate. So I'm hoping some of pepper. And we need to get you set. Oh, don't do it. Oh. I'm wondering if we should just fill in some of this with tomatoes, just to get them going. That could be that's a radish, and I just picked it. The good news is we do have a couple corns growing. I thought we had 3. Oh yeah, there's one right here. 1, 2, 3 corns, and then we've got all these pepper plants. But I don't see any tomatoes. And so I think 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe we'll put in this area. I don't have a fertilizer at the moment. Let's just top this off while we're here. Look at how much more. That might be all our tappers. We could get some kegs kicking. Got some wood. iron and coal and one more oak resin in here. Which, by the way, why is that in there? Get you there. Then here we've got some radishes, some squashes, and squashes have a bit of energy. I don't know if it's quite as good as the carrots, but I think I'm going to eat them. And we'll sell one. We'll sell the radishes. I don't think that any of the new carrots, broccoli, or summer squash went into new cooking recipes. Correct me if I'm wrong there, guys. But this will help us get going. And then we're going to get 4 summer squash, or 4 tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mixed seeds. Do I have any? Oh, yeah. So we'll keep plugging these in, and who knows, maybe some of these are a tomato? I don't know what that one would have been. That might be a tomato. I guess we'll find out after the fact. I'm wasting a little bit of good luck time, but I do have 2 boom ba. Let's get this, and then our 4 tomatoes, just to be sure we have that covered for the crops. And here we did do our spring crops. I have not put our parsnip in. But here's our crops, and this is why I keep talking about tomatoes. We need a tomato for here. We've got peppers, we got blueberries, and we will have melons. And then we also need quality melons here, 5 gold star. Those we've got these saved; they're ready to go. And I've got 25 melons already growing with fertilizer, so hopefully we get those. And then down here, this is why I'm excited that we have 3 corn seeds already. We want to get as many corn going here, but we can grow corn in the fall as well as pumpkins. This is just a good way to maybe jumpstart that a bit. All right. All that being said, I would like to get kegs and I would like to get beer. I would also... Do we have just gifts for Marnie to get her access to her bedroom? We need 1 more star there. We need to get to the bottom of the mines. We're close. We're at level 85, I think. And then we need to build a coop. And we got a book. Let's... Now that I think about it, I know. You know what? Let's do this. Oh, I've got another here. Really kind of anxious for a bad luck day so I can clean up the farm guilt-free, but I think we need to do a little bit of all this. So put these away. All the wood we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here. And... Didn't we just unlock kegs? Or maybe we unlocked preserves jars. Damn it. Oh, was it bee houses, maybe? I do have bee houses, but I don't think I have... I'm in the wrong box. Yeah, I don't have any maple syrup. Damn it! Well, forget all that then. Alright, let's then take this, this, and this. And I'm going to take... We got good luck. I'm going to take that and that. And then I'll take the... 1, 2, 3 baits from here. And we'll go over to Gunther's. We'll go to the store. We'll go down to the beach. Swing by Clint's to get the geodes smashed here. And arguably, I could get the axe done today as well. Let's do these first. 10 hardwood, that's good because that could actually get us the construction bundle if I didn't take the axe in. We don't have imminent... Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, we're down to gold level now, but... Still a little short of clay. Ooh, that's very nice. And that's very nice. All right, well, good Omni Geodes. Nothing extra for Gunther, although I guess we could put this fire quartz in there. I don't think we brought one to him. Yeah, so let's do a quick look. This is 2 and that's 3. Green is 2, blue is 3. All right. 2 and 3. 2, 3, disc, and those are kind of... Let's put there. Ooh, and we get a reward. Let's see what this one is. Ooh, very nice there. Starfruit seed. We can try not to pickaxe that, throw that into our fields. All right, it's 110. I think we got it. I'm just gonna quickly go down, do the forage, and swap out the crab pots. We don't even have a fishing rod. So no worries there. That is not bait. That is salmon berries. Got lobster. All right, that's good. Elliot's down there. You know what? We have a couple lobsters. Hey, Elliot. What do you say to a lobster? Came all the way out on to talk to Con. I know. Just to give you a lobster, man. He loves lobsters. And we have 2 of them at least back in the chest. So thought that was acceptable trade-off. All right. Now, the question is, do I want to swap the axe out, the pickaxe out? And I think the answer is going to be yes, because I can't make any of those kegs. I don't have enough stuff to make a secondary... I don't want. I don't have maple syrup to make the bee houses, and I don't have Squid Kid. Maybe it's just one. It's a 350. We're gonna go down to the mines anyway. Let's do this. Oh, George, damn it! Can you let me go through? Come on, Caroline. Yep, lots of days off. You just haven't seen me yet. Jody, what the world am I gonna make for dinner? Pierre? Oh, it's so hot in here. AC, maybe? That's kind of tough. All right, we wanted to get 4 tomato seeds, I know. Did we need anything else? It's Sunday. We've got a few days before he shuts up for his Wednesday break, so I think we're good. We'd love to get trees, but we're not there on the cash flow yet. So, yeah, it's 3. I don't even know if we're going to make it. I'd really like to get that axe going, but we may have to wait until tomorrow. Alright, sell you. Yeah, we got trashy stuff. That and that. A lot of ores. Our first iridium ore, we're up to 11 there. I'm not going to worry about the rest of this. So 10, we need 200 wood and 100 stone. Basically rounded. But we need that stuff to get back. But I don't know if we can make it before 4. Should we try? This could be a waste. 340 already. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Speed legs. Still 40. Hold on. Town. No mess up. Go, go, go. Clint. Don't leave your stand. Come on. What? Oh, my God. Oh. Copper axe. All right. So, Monday, Tuesday, we'll get our axe back. And that is huge. It doesn't have the, like, immediate speedy type feel that the pickaxe did, but it will open up the throughput to our other fields, and will let us gather that wood that we need a lot faster. Alright, so we got 4 strawberry. How did I miscount that? Damn it. Alright, I know it would be nice. I think we've got speed grow on that. Don't axe that. Okay. One mixed seed to replace my bad math. Oh, how about a flower seed, actually? Huh. I should have done that with all those. Here we go. Although we like corn, too. All right, we're all planted up. We're topped off pretty much on energy. Thank you, squashes. And now we're going to go see if we can get a squid kid. See if we can pick up a couple more levels in the mine elevator. Supposedly a good luck day. We'll see how that goes. Oh, turn around! I couldn't move, but at least he didn't slime me. A lot of damage taken, but... There's an exit. A diamond over there, we gotta make that trip. And this guy might drop us a nice gold bar or something. Or copper bar. Or some iron ore. That's nice. I would love to have somebody ask me for one of these. We got to keep one at least through fair season. But they make top tier gifts, including a certain ranch supply vendor who has something in her bedroom for us. So that could be a roundabout way of recouping some money for a gift. And, of course, get him first. Jeez. Are we already... No, we're not full. I heard you, man. Give me a crab if it doesn't bounce around too much. And then, did we already have a way out of here? Can't remember. Oh, there's one. Let's take the time here. 7:40. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Evening Hambbage here. Let's not rush. Let's not panic. No sponsors here. But if they wanted to. So we're looking for a squid kid and ladders, basic. Oh, there's our ladder. And squid kid are the little fly around monsters that shoot fireballs. I don't know why they're squid kid, but is that a reference to anything? Anybody know? He kind of messed us up a bit. Ladder. Oh, we already had a ladder off the ruby, right? I'm gonna sacrifice that gold. Let's just take a little peek. 1 gold. I don't know. We might have missed a squid kid for all that. Ah! How did that happen? Could have been me clipping the wrong button. Got bats coming. Stop! Oh, you jerk. A galaxy sword, the bone sword is not. You still gotta hit these guys a ton of times. But the speed. Haha. Now, I thought I already hit you. Okay. Now, I've got some feeling that like the variations in color are the are like ranges of difficulty. Not sure how how much that holds up. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Big bomb. Let's just use it. Give me a ladder. Nice. And an Omni Geo too. Alright, we got some trash. Pretty good stuff too. Maybe the white algae? Can eat these. 11. Are we in the death spiral levels? Nope. Come on, ladder me in the cheap ones. Oh, you see a squid kid? I see a mushroom. Top of this trash. Ooh, new mining. That's good. Still nothing? Come on, ladder. There it is. Alright, well, ooh. There we go. This is pretty much what I'll get by with until the galaxy. Unless we're really getting beat up and we're having no luck, then we'll maybe get a lava katana long term, but this is much slower, but much more damaging, and it gets us back that crit. So it's going to be more of a broadsword, I guess, kind of deal. Take big hacks, make sure you don't miss. All right, well that felt pretty good. We got our pickaxe off for upgrade. We got some crops replaced. A pretty good. Oh, my inventory's full. I really thought we had a deliver a ruby prize quest. And that. And I'll just dump that in there for now. I got a mushroom here. Bones. 1 o'clock. The rest of this all go up there. Yeah, we're gonna have to get another chest going for seeds, I think. We don't have too much right now, but then we can start dumping the sap off in it too as fertilizer. And when we get things like these squash seeds and everything else, we're not constantly running out of room. So 1. Let's go these guys as the longer cooking ones. Keep cooking everything we got. 110. Pretty healthy here, so we can mess around just a little bit. And there's Doughboy.
Trucker 7 just added 1 more sub for 2 subscribed
Trucker
months.
7 just added 1 more sub for 2 subscribed months.
It was the visit's so good it played twice. What's up, Grumpy? How's vacation, man? How you doing? Cheers to you. Did you make it? Are you back? Or are you still out on the road, just getting a little quality internet time in? Go back out tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm going airplane ride tomorrow. It's first time I've air traveled since late last year. I went for a funeral, so I guess that was the last time. But yeah, going out to see some family, have a little fun of my own for summer type vacation, going to Minneapolis. So after having packed and gotten all ready and being like, yeah, I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. I got some caffeine and some counter to caffeine, balance each other out. We're doing a little Stardew farming. Man, I hope your trip was just incredible, though. I saw some of the early Discord pictures. I haven't been back a couple days now, but looked like amazing Yellowstone-y type stuff. I love that lodge, by the way. That's got all the old rafter beams and all that. Very cool. All right, let's go to sleep. Well, welcome back to the world. Man, that must have been so nice. Yeah, if in case you didn't hear, heads up driving around LA. Although I say that tongue in cheek. I think it's very concentrated. Media tends to hype it up and overblow it. You'll be fine, but if for any reason your route was taking you on the 101 through the middle of LA at late afternoon, I'd maybe take a different route. Go up the Central Valley. Good. Oh, I'm so glad. Jeep mentioned, yeah, I bet Jeep had, as it says, we've seen some Jeep around. It's been good to hang out a little bit. Caught some other truck riding along streams. Although Rick was on vacation for the previous weekend too, so a couple of my favorites have been leaving me to scour the other awesome people out there. But you guys are top notch in my book. Level 6 mining. We got a bomb. We really want that farming for the kegs. But no such luck. We got 467 on our radishes and our summer squash. Again, not too bad considering that was 4 total items. And then 567 total when you throw in the coral. It's early yet. We'll get there. Yeah. I know you're kind of like way west when you come out of the canyon and then down south. Yeah, it's I'm a huge proponent of people being able to speak their mind and trumpet their cause. But you see some of that stuff, and I think 99.8% of the people out there are like, what are you doing? Nobody supports that. When you're damaging randos' property as they're driving by, you're lighting people's cars on fire and throwing rocks and stuff. That's not acceptable going towards anybody in a police uniform or anything. Anybody, anytime, ever. That's just stupid. Don't do that. Random destruction and anarchy nonsense is a lot of BS, but it really sucks. Those people just their blinders on, kind of focusing on whatever the issue is at that time. And they're all valid cases that need to have light shown on them, but something is seemingly insignificant as walking out with a bunch of people to eventually stop the traffic flow on an interstate. For somebody like Grumpy, that impacts livelihoods, right? And people just getting to work and all that. Ambulances going around, so it does make me sad when people stop thinking about their fellow man when they're getting out. Go find a park, make some signs, get some bullhorns, try to stake your case, but stop vandalizing and hurting people when you do it. Anyway, sorry. I see a glimmer with my scrying arp. Shine of knowledge. Very happy spirits. I hope they do show me that. And living off the land. Corn. It's an unusual crop because it lasts for 2 seasons. That's right. While most crops die when the seasons change, corn lives on. You can grow it in both summer and fall. Now get out there and plant some corn. Well, we've been talking about that a lot. Part of our strategy. All right, we're all done with TV. Let's get our ever-loved water can. Grab all these up. Blueberry tart. Well, thanks, Pierre. Someday I'll have a kitchen I can make tasty treats like blueberry tarts. For now, though, 7 gold, 17 iron, 4 copper. Copper is still really lacking, but these quests keep me going towards the bottom of the mines. We now have our star fruit replacing our coffee, growing up next to our ancient fruit. And those are good things. I lament the loss of the coffee. We'll get it back. Our hops are all looking good. Remember, the bottom 2 of those 3 sections, right? Each flower centers a section. The bottom 2 are a few days after, so they're playing catch up. But we should start getting daily hops out of that top area at least in the next not too distant time. Hey, welcome back home. I'm glad you had a good vacation. Look forward to saying hi. I'll be out of pocket on the phone, but if I can catch anybody, I will drop in and say hello from the room. And then we'll be back Tuesday, and we're gonna decide: do we go back and kind of start over? I was just playing my own personal world, the last one I'd started, and compared to this, it was so bountiful with the luck. Even despite my own errors, this one has not been nearly as fortuitous. So we may have a clean new start. Also, it still bugs me that the video that started off the first one was all wonky thanks to OBS. And we had to wrestle with it for like an hour, and then I had to restart everything to get it going. So it's not very clean, and I know with any kind of like a Stardew or anything like that, the first video you're gonna watch on YouTube or anything like that, you're gonna get the beginning of the story, and this one's messed up. So we may just clean start it again. We'll see how I feel on Tuesday. I mean, this goes to show, even if you get a somewhat unlucky start, you're still going to be just fine. If you stick to the basics, know that you're here to farm and get the farm started, it will work out and support your game no matter what. But, I don't know. I wouldn't mind. But if that's the case, we need a different farmer name. We went with Jolly, like for the Jolly Green Giant on this one. So be thinking, everybody out there, if you got an idea of a name of a farmer. From a story, historic, something like that. Okay, we got to reset here. So we deep mines for Squid Kids. A diamond for Marnie for the mayor's shorts. To the bottom, get to the bottom of the mine. So these two go well. And then raising animals, we still need to get a coop. But right now we're waiting until tomorrow to get our copper axe back. So let's plan to go to the mines, but we'll maybe pop in, see if we can pick up another mission and run into Marnie, because I think she goes to get groceries on Mondays. Don't we meet Marnie on the first day of the game at Pierre's? And she's like, well, if you take care of your animals, I'm sure good things will happen. The other thing I want to do, we've looked at the... okay, there's a quest. So even if this isn't right, we'll get something good. Gus's birthday today. Oh, he might like a diamond. Farm fresh hot pepper. Shane loves hot peppers. All right, well, this is turning into a Marnie Shane moment. Oh, okay. Marnie, you get a diamond. It's not your birthday, but you love them. I love animals, Mr. Jolly. If you treat your animals well, I'm sure we'll become good friends. That's what I just said. You would say. Come on, Marnie. Come on, Marnie. Marnie. Yeah. All right. So now we can go track down Shane. Abby, I'm not going to have a gift for you today. Oh, why can't I talk to you? My pet guinea pig, David. Just fussy about the hot water. I don't have anything to say to you, Pierre. I got to go talk to Gus. 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 I got to get you a gift, Gus. Gus. I know a lot about the people living here. Where are you? It's one of the benefits of being a bartender. Sometimes I hear too much. I'm sure you do. Sometimes we all feel like we're a little too close. I still haven't done what I wanted to do, which is, here is the trout derby. This is why we got the bait. If we can get so rich in the next week and a half that 7,500 gold doesn't bother us much, maybe we'll try to get an iridium fishing rod to go into that. The the tweener rod is like 1,700, right? It's like 17 or 1,800, and then 75. So getting access to the bait is tough. Booksheller, I'd love to, but we need the money too much. Mero's birthday coming up on the 10th. We stashed away a couple gold strawberries, so we'll get her taken care of. And then the luau. We're well equipped for the stuff coming up, but I think worth it to go down to Shane's and give him a couple hot peppers, because he actually loves them, and he requested one. So I can double dip the friendship and get a little cash out of it too. Then we'll go back up to the mountains. Sound like a deal? There we go. 2 of those. It's a little detour, but hey. We'll probably detour up to the mines too, just so since I don't have any fresh squash to fill my belly. And watch, Sheen is going to be at the store. Sheen? Oh, I can get the shorts though. Oh, okay. All worthwhile. Hey, Jazz, don't worry about what I was doing in your aunt's house. Oh, you looking for Aunt Marnie? No, Shane, actually. You know where Shane is? Joja Mart? All right, thanks for the help. Hope he's at Joja Mart. Appreciate the lurk. Oh, there's Elliot. We got him a lobster the other day, so there's Marnie. Marnie, Jazz is out front just playing. Actually, in a town like this, that's the most normal, natural thing in the world. Mayor! Here's your shorts, dude. That's kind of disgusting. Thanks for making me do that. Where? Oh, yeah. I have no idea how they could have gotten there. Stays between you and me. Got it? I don't know. The world's full of some pretty interesting legal opinions about whether I should keep that quiet or not. Found some wild fruits this morning. Sorry, I don't have any left. Oh, man, I could really use one. Keep looking. You'll find something. Find some hot air. Wednesdays, the shop is closed. I was just talking about that earlier today, actually. We're in good shape for now. Why am I here? I'm looking for Shane, and I'm running into stores and just chatting with people. I think from here it will be quicker to go down to the minecart, up to the mines, back out to the... look at all those weeds up there. Shane! Shane! Hot pepper 1. You brought me the item I asked for. It looks perfect. Here's your payment as promised. And hot pepper 2. Oh, you loved that one. How'd you know this was my favorite? Well, you just asked me for some. He doesn't... Now he's hard at work. Doesn't care about anything once you're out of peppers. Well, that was good. So we got some shorts. $7.50, which is basically like just selling a diamond. So we got some extra hearts out of giving that to Marnie first, and then got the shorts, got them back. Good system. And then Shane, 120, but we gave him one thing that he was happy about having a quest done for him, and then another that was his favorite item. And now Lewis is up to 5. Pan and Emily nipping at his heels. Shane's now up to 3 hearts all of a sudden. Elliot, Pierre, wow. There's Marnie, still in the 2 hearts, but moving up. And I was looking, I was expecting Elliot, because we gave him the lobster, right? Where's Elliot? There he is. Oh, he's a 3-hearter. All right, good. So we can get into his cabin if we ever need it. We're going to kick on up to the mines, but before we go in, we're going to detour out and get our energy reset, and then we'll spend the evening there. As far as things setting up for us, the spirits certainly seem cooperative. We already talked to Abigail. I'll grab these grapes. Because grapes. Ooh, a gold star, too. That'll be good for little Vincent. Did we get a shirt in this one in the last episode? I'd kind of like to switch out from the arcane. I think we got Fluffy shirt. There's nothing wrong with a good fluffy shirt. See, I have no fluffy shirts. We've got some nice soft shirts, though. You get that just right cotton. It's like loose, but not misshapen loose. Just kind of just feels like a hug. It's so good. This is fun in the world. Oh, I got this exciting thing in the mail. My insurance agent, who I've had for years, and I don't really deal with the agent. I deal with one of his several staffers. But they're good, right? I'm always a fan of an insurance person. Much more so than, like, it's funny, all the commercials and stuff that we have on TV here in the United States for car insurance in particular, but Liberty Mutual, Progressive, Allstate, they're all fighting for your buck. And they're all offering different deals at all times. And it's, that as the customers would lead to believe, it's kind of like phones or anything else. You kind of can do yourself a lot of good if you shop the latest and greatest deals and see like who's willing to basically pay you to come over and be their customer, and then let them hope that you'll stay with them and just be lazy and not change. I'm lazy. I don't do that stuff a lot. But this letter indicated that the insurance company that they underwrite out of, or however that works, I don't know, I'm not really insurance savvy, but somebody can write a policy, but then there's one of several big companies that sit over underneath them and are like, yeah, we underwrite all that risk. So the company decided, I guess, that they're like, we're in the current market, or whatever, however they want to define it, we're going to pull back and we're just going to do like agribusiness, so agriculture insurance. I don't even know what I forgot what they were. One was business, and then one was maybe life annuity stuff. I don't know. But what they're not doing is car and renting insurance, which is what I've used them for. So the guy's like, yeah, your current stuff is grandfathered in, so I've got my insurance through the middle of next month, but I'm going to have to like meet with them and find out. And they're like, oh yeah, the parent company that's made these changes has allowed us to work with third parties, but I need to find out, like, are they actually giving me a deal if they do that, or am I better off trying to go find a third person? And this is all kind of sad because 10 years ago or so was when I picked up this guy, and the 10 years before that, I had this wonderful personal, like, sitting in an office in my hometown insurance agent, and she, would set me up with a progressive policy, but then she'd let me know, like, yeah, that's not working out quite as well right now. We're going to switch you over to so-and-so. You won't get a continuity bonus, but you'll get a better rate on the new term, or whatever. We can get you good rates, and we'll just keep looking at it and move you around as we need to. Awesome to have somebody in your corner like that, especially when they're local to your hometown. Sadly, though, she retired. And when she did, like, I don't know, it was like kind of her daughters or somebody, younger people were trying to take it over. And I found that it wasn't very good service at that point. I was like, yeah, I'm going to ask around. And somebody at work was like, oh, there's this guy. He's not based here, but he's really good. And so fingers crossed that that's not going to be a huge headache of me shopping insurance. That's almost worse than buying a car, I think. Because the insurance is not nearly as fun. So see how much slower my sword is now? But it's fewer whacks. You didn't really help out your buddies much. Ooh, this is a mushroom level. Also, I haven't been whacking any rocks. Is that our first magma geode? So we got some iridium ore from an omni geode, but it's those magma geodes that are the class. Okay. Oh, I see you, buddy. And I see your mushroom, and I see your ladder. What are you doing here? We can start dealing with those guys as we go, but 550. It's going to be one of those deals where... Oh, there he is. All right, we may... Ow. Yeah, that was kind of ouchy. All right, let's... Who are we taking this to? The wizard. Are you frippin'... Yeah, no time. I gotta leave the mine. Let's go to the bus stop. Go to the bus stop. Oh, it's still light out. I knew we were leaving early to try to get all the way down to the wizard. Expected to be quite that nice. All right. Anything to sell? Ooh, we got some squid ink from the squid kid. I don't know where I'm going to put that yet. Copper bar, that's very nice. We want that. Want that. Coal, gold, rock. I guess I'll sell that. I guess I'll put this in with the foragey stuff. Leave that there for now. No axe to try to clear out. Lumber as we go. But we can cut weeds and maybe break some rocks while we're down there. I maybe should have brought the fishing rod too. Oops. It's Monday. No trader cart lady. Got some flower seeds there, so some more. Trying to keep these from going too wild. Like we saw up behind Jojamar, it was just out of control. 'Cause up there, I don't know that we've ever bothered to clear anything. Alright, before he locks up, let's go chat to him about the Squid Kid. Elementals are pleased with the job you did. Here's your payment, as promised. Nice. Ah, yes, I've seen many things about your future, young Jolly. I'm not that young. If I were you to tell you, there could be grave consequences. Uh-huh. Well, grave or not, I want to give you this guy. Ah, this is imbued with potent arcane energies. It's very useful for my studies. Thank you. You are welcome. All right, let's cash in here. 350. Little good stuff. And I think we'll just do a full wander down and around. We haven't been down here yet in the summer. Maybe that's a big mistake. If we had our fishing rod, we could try for the waterfall fish. Hat mouse. Do I have any new? Oh, I think yeah, I think we do have some new ones. It was only 5 before, so we had that. I don't know which. A butterfly bow. I like the good old cap. It's about the most me of the caps. It was a spiceberry. No equivalent to spring onions anymore down here, but maybe moss? Moss is the new onion. A little sweet pea. Another little onion, or berry, spice berry. Bum 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 bum. Well, that was good. I feel like we got to do something nice for the wizard. We got to do nice stuff for a lot of people, honestly. We got Marnie and Shane. The mayor we helped out. We gave a birthday gift to... Did we give a birthday gift to Gus? Oh my god, I don't think we gave a birthday gift to Gus. Here, put this. Gus. What are we giving to Gus? I kind of feel like I shouldn't. No, I'm not going to give him a diamond. We've only got 2. Marnie, I know, loves them. I think Gus might as well, but that had a true purpose. Let's give him a jade. Jade's a pretty nice dang stone, right? All right, let's run to the saloon. And I don't even know if Emily's there. But I was going to say, I feel kind of bad that I didn't bring her a gemstone as well. Oh, she is there. Oh. But it's Gus's birthday. She'll understand. Hey, Gus! A birthday gift? That's very kind of you. I love it. It's from Emily? See, that's how the Emily thing went with Clint. Yeah. Reflect glory on Emily for your birthday gift. Well, welcome to the Stardrop Saloon. Can I get you anything? No, I'm pretty broke. Eating healthy is very important to me. I want to live a long and active life. Glad to hear it. I'm like, sip the old good stuff to keep warm these bones. It's summer, Pam. Yep, I'm a blacksmith. My father was also a blacksmith. My grandfather was a blacksmith as well. Bet you can't guess what my grandfather was. Obvious. He was a clown. Good one. Oh, Clint loved it. I guess that's the awkward silence that we're leaving. All right, well, that's good. Wow. Almost disaster. We got Meru. We got a bookseller tomorrow with expensive books I can't afford. And then pick up the axe, I hope. Maybe if the spirits are extra kind, they'll tell us that it is going to rain, and then we can drop oh, but there's luau in there, isn't there? Shoot, because it's bookseller luau, so even if they do, I can't have it over a festival, because then Clint won't get it done, and our crops will suffer. So none of that talk. It's a little late. I can make one more copper bar. I might as well be current. Should I go ahead and get the preserves jar going? That's what, copper and 8 and some wood and maybe some stone? No, that's not even stone. That's geodes. Is that a preserves jar? Oh, no, copper. Nice. It's pretty expensive, but it's good to get some productivity going. One of the things that this is really nice for is processing fish roe, actually. And now that we have that sturgeon, a fish pond costs $5,000. So it'd be good to get that threshold set up and get our sturgeon fleet growing, if you will. Because with enough ponds, with enough sturgeon in them, we can have caviar pumping out of these things left and right. For now, though, we want to use something we got a lot of. Green beans. I do have some strawberries, and I think strawberry jelly would be quite welcome. But let's use a green bean. Let's get some stones. I know we're just laughing at the passage of time here. Eventually this is going to move, but since we're just making one, I'm going to put it right up here on a nice stone platform, and then I'm going to put a green bean in there. And that will just process it. And since we're on track to being an artisan, that will be helpful. Get us a little extra cash. And eventually we can use that to either make pickles or jellies or ultimately preserved roe, or in the case of sturgeon, caviar. So good uses there. Purple mushroom, very nice. Spiceberry and a sweet pea. I sold no quality sweet pea? Oh, okay. Sure. How we doing on our ad? 2 minutes? Copper axe is ready. Booksellers in town. What we may do is go clean up behind the Joja Mart towards the bookseller. Spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. Luck will not be on your side. Perfect, and I didn't even pay attention to this. Clear and sunny. That is the luau, right? Or is it bookseller Meru luau? We'll get a note about the luau. Farming, keg alert. Also, we need to get our scythe going. Pepper poppers. Oh, Shane, you are the best. 500 cash from the mayor. Thank you, bud. A wonderful maple syrup for... I did get it. I just hit it. I didn't get the watering can. I also need... Let's grab this. Let's clean up this, because that's not a tree row. And we need so much more copper. 1, 2, just 2 more of those, but we're in upgradey mode. Sell the wheats and sell the intermediate hot peppers, I think. I don't know. That's going to cut into my pepper poppers. Let's sell half of those and keep all the regular peppers. That'll get us up to 5, and then I think we can only afford to cut half our supply of silver peppers for profit. That's a potential bee house. I know we still got to water too. Let's get the watering can. Put you up. Bee house is wood, iron, and then 8. Oh, that's 6. Why? Bee house. Oh, your beautiful house. That away. We're going to get our axe back, so we'll be able to start stockpiling wood again. Plop you down right here. All of our poppies had excellent chances to grow, and now we gotta suck it up and do a little water in here. Still waiting for the rains and or the copper watering can. Now we'll kind of just hold Clint in reserve. Oh, there's our ad. We'll empty out this can. I don't have anything too much going on. I'm not like swapping out coffees or anything like that this late in the day. Alright, we'll come down here and load this up. I will step away just briefly, but we'll be right back. We'll finish up here and go get that axe and probably chop some wood so that the unkind spirits can help us out the best they can. So we're going to need a bunch now. Kegs and bee houses and also all the build projects that we got to get a coop going. We should probably look at getting Robin cranking on another deal. So maybe if we chop a few trees with our new axe, we'll maybe go to the the starter levels of the mines and get some copper going too. Anyway, I'll be right back. You guys get some hydration, stretch out, move around a little bit. We'll see you right back here. Woohoo! I made it. You guys all good? Alright, let's get back to it. Watering our crops. For those of you guys that did get pulled on the ad, we did a little watering, and then I had a little sprinkler action of my own, if you know what I mean. We're going to have to get seeds there, too. You know what I might do? I might do all flowers there. They are fertilized, though. I could go melon. I don't want to risk being short of cash now, though. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Who's old enough to remember that? Know what I mean, Vern? Alright, so axe for wood and copper mining. Copper mining. So let's keep the sword. We got no rain in the forecast. I could do these flowers. Well, let's do... This is all a mess anyway. Timing-wise. So that'll get us 10. Let's get 10 melons. Add to our haul there. And then we'll replant those melons up top, too. Got some present sweet peas to hand out. They're like daffodils. They make for good gifts, but they're not... Speaking of, you want a sweet pea? Thank you. It's not no diamond, but you can't expect those every day. Alright, so Meru tomorrow, and then the luau. And unfortunately, we won't be able to drop off. So if like the 12th is rainy, or any of these days have rain, up to Alex's birthday, we're just going to have to sit on it. Which kind of sucks. Alright, 10 melons. That's 80, so that'll be 800. Won't take us below our limit. And no new quest. Oh, we also said we were going to come up here and clear things out. Let's get the axe first. We'll go up there. We'll come back down, ride the carts back home, and then see about our copper mining. Thank you, Clint. Let's at least go say hi. If you want me to upgrade your tools, you have to give me the correct ore. You have to pay me a fee, of course. Yeah, because it's business, dude. You're in the service industry. Oh, we got pine cone. Again, I don't know that we've even looked up here yet, so... Oh, trash. Hey, Pam. Want some trash? No, I'm kidding. Oh, it's Mr. Jolly. Do you need my help or something? No, I just want to give you this sweet pea. You did good with this one. Hopefully this doesn't dull my blade any before we go off to the... Hey, Bree! How you doing, Bree? Yeah, we're just doing a little night farming here. Cheers to you. Welcome in. We're just looking because I don't have that much cash. We can't afford anything. A book of stars. Read this to gain some experience in all skills. 15 grand. Wow. Woodcutters Weekly, 8. Combat Quarterly, 5. Some of these, again, these experiencing things, they don't have powers associated with them. kind of read them over and over again. The ones that do have powers will ultimately turn into experience books if you just read them again. Some of these are incredibly helpful. Way the Wind, you run a little faster, like that always. Horse, your horse goes a little faster, and Slither Legs, the penalty for walking through the long grass is less. Price catalog, I want to say we saw this. Did we? Can't remember which ones. No, we had Woody's Secret and the Monster Book. In theory, we could buy the price catalog, but that's not the best use of our money right now. We can just go check the shop if we need to find out what the price is. That represents our copper water can. All right, let's go back. Go to bed, and you? I love you can read a book to run fast. No, you can read 2 books to run faster. I will be going to bed. I got about an hour left in here. I got to get up early and go catch a plane tomorrow. So just kind of killing time here a little bit. These are back. And trash, you go over here. Oh, we got to plant these. All right. Still want to make that box for our seeds, and I usually put it down here by the pond where the water can gets filled up somewhere. But more than anything, I want to get these 2 stumps out of the way. And now we've got cross-field access. I don't have my side, so I can't top off the silos, but this will be our next seeded area. And we do have quite a few gold and iron bars. So I do think we can afford to expand into some of this space as long as we have at least quality sprinklers to fill them in. And we might get more hops. Bree, was it you that was excited about the hops? Look at them all. That's our first section for the hop industry. And didn't we? Oh, I guess it was harvesting stuff this morning where we got the. You got some new things to think about regarding the farming stuff, which should get us a keg. And once we have kegs, then all the wheat that we've been growing can start turning into beer, and the other stuff. Ultimately, the hops can turn into, some of them at least, can turn into pale ale, which is a fine cash production. We're going to the mines, ultimately. We just got to top off the energy. Go, everybody close your eyes. Also, Alex weirdly asked us if we'd been digging around in his locker in here. What the hell, Alex? I think we are. You lock your locker, right? Full Metal Jacket taught us that one. It's offensive to have an unlocked footlocker. Oh, come on. This doesn't work well. And I know I shouldn't be having any caffeine before bed, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. And I know I'll wake up fine. And then I just got to drive over to the park and ride, hop on a bus ride to the airport. That might be a little dozing. And then once I get on the plane, I got a couple hour flight that I could nap on. Nope, I'm not even going to do it. I know we left some rocks and stuff there, but we got to go mining. Just 2 hours, so not bad at all. Denver to Minneapolis. No, 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 no. That's not what I want to do. I want to go here for copper, right? We've been doing a lot of depth. We got down to 90, which I'm happy about. We'll still take the bugs, but we need copper, which, of course, there's none of. And we sadly, tragically need a new coffee bean because I killed mine in a tragic farming accident. If we find the ladder, then we can just go after coal. But here, at least, everything is one smash. So, a little easier. There we go. Now look for copper. Ooh, we got an amethyst. So I said everything is one smash, except for all the gems. And I guess the why? What? I got a copper pickaxe. I didn't know that was a thing. That's stupid. Family. Visiting family. It was my dad's 90th birthday back last week. And because my brother-in-law was on a business trip, we decided to do it this weekend. And here in the U.S., at least, it's Father's Day, so good multi-purpose. And that's where my sister and I grew up with our parents, so we're kind of going back home. They now all live in the same town in Iowa, so it's fun for all of us to get back to the old stomping grounds together. Go, eat some meals at some familiar restaurants and visit some old fun places and all that good stuff. So just a long weekend hanging out, celebrating, and it sounds like it's going to be okay-ish weather. Some storms, some rain, but my sister and I were looking at contingency plans to keep everybody entertained. But, I mean, it's kind of funny. My mom's like, oh, well, we got to have all these things planned out. And it's like, my niece and nephew, my niece is going into her senior year of high school. My nephew is well into college. Like, they're not going to be bored, but then at the same time, my mom's going to be like, oh, if they're just sitting there staring at their phones, something's wrong, like, we don't want to just looking at their phones all the time. Like, it's kind of the way the world works. Thank you. I will relay that he's gotten lots of good birthday wishes. Father's Day is in August. Nice. Yeah, we're a little late on August holidays. September, the beginning of September, is our Labor Day. And that's usually, my birthday usually falls somewhere around that holiday. Which always sucked as a kid because it was also like the return to school week. So sometimes as a kid for my birthday, I got to go back to school. And it always sucked because as a really little kid, when you didn't, you might say, oh, I'm so bummed to go back to school. But as a little kid, you're like, oh, it's so exciting. I get to see all my new friends and or see all my old friends and make new ones and all that. But even in those days, when the first day of school was your birthday, and back when I was a kid, you could just bring cupcakes or candies or whatever on your birthday to a school. But they couldn't coordinate all that on the first day of classes, of course. So I got to be one of those kids that had their half birthday in March at school, and that was never any fun. Like, what? Oh. But as an adult, I know a ton of people that have their birthdays on or around Christmas, and that's got to be way worse, right? Because everybody's traveling, everybody's all excited about their own Christmas activities, and your birthday kind of gets overlooked. One of my good friends who's my age, his birthday is right between Christmas and New Year's, and he always does, his name is Tobin, and he always does a Rocktoberfest in October for his birthday, just so that he can make sure it's on a weekend when people are actually there. 12:30. Man, our energy is light. I like having the mine carts. I like getting these extra kills, though. Again, we got to get 1,000 slimes. Try to rocker that 1-3 pickaxe sword combo. Not even concerned about clearing the level, really. Just killing some stuff. Yeah, a ton of fun, too. He's a real musical guy. I was actually up at a concert of his band's in kind of the foothills of the Colorado Rockies. Folks not familiar with the terrain. So the city of Denver is a mile high, but it sits right at the foot of the front range of the Rocky Mountains here in Colorado. And, as elevated as it is, it's fairly flat and then fairly flat and then fairly up from there, with the foothills going into the mountains, and they live in a town that's kind of up into the hills between there and the mountains. People not from the mountain areas are like, oh man, you live in the mountains. And it's like, kinda. The roads are twisty and there's pine trees, but still a ways to go before proper mountains. But great fun. And I respect the heck out of people that do that, because you do kind of get cut off. It's not easy to just make a pop run to the grocery store or anything like that. You got to kind of plan. And that's a little tongue-in-cheek, because they, where the highway goes up through, there's all the regular grocery stores and that kind of stuff. So it's not too isolated, but it's a choice. We got our kicks finally. I think I'm going to go ahead and cook some more so that we can be ready with more sprinklers. 140. All right, I just got to go to bed. Let's take these inside. We don't want to be Harvey'd. Don't want Harvey. Our sneaks. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I can never, I love being close to a city. Like, Denver's great. I'm about, depending on traffic, I guess, but anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, if it's really bad. But I basically live between the small village town where I went to college, called Boulder, Colorado, and Denver, Colorado, which is a city of millions. And I'm about 12 miles between either of them. And it's super easy and convenient. But I'm still out and away, and I can, walk out my door and be walking along a path along a river with green belt on either side. And that connects all the way up to mountain trails. So I really feel like I'm pretty connected to nature. And even though it's suburban sprawl is very much happening here, it's at least for the time being, pretty separated with nature. But it's always time. It only takes one person to sell that for development or to approve the land change zoning stuff, and then it's gone. So hopefully it stays that way. But I can't, as much as I love being in a city, I can't be just in a skyscraper apartment. And on the other hand, as much as I love getting out into nature and all that, I know, give me a year and I'm going to start chafing for some live sports to go watch, or just being able to do my holiday shopping not exclusively online. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of like me, except it's much more suburbia. There's houses and all that kind of stuff, but thankfully, literally, I look out, I see another apartment building in a parking lot, but just beyond that, it goes right down on a footpath, so it's 50 yards, if that, meters or so, to get me to a creek, and paths either way. There's a lake. I do like a 7-mile loop, or out and back, really, to get into the lake park and then up to the road main entry to it. And it's a big dammed reservoir kind of lake. There aren't natural lakes out here, but that goes one way, and then the other just branches out with a creek path that meanders through multiple little suburbs and all that. So constantly have to feed the yeah. No, that's the deal. There's always people wanting to sell, and especially if they hold that land, it's kind of their right. They're just developing more houses in an area that's kind of always been a natural bit, and it's always the people that have built their homes are like, no, you can't do that. You'll ruin my view or this or that, and I'm all about habitat loss for affecting animals and migration and that kind of stuff. This was a pasture, right? This was somebody that used to have a ranch, and they held on to it, and whether they needed to split it between kids as they were looking at future planning at the end of their lives or what, I don't know. But they sold a single farm ranch, kind of a horse pasture, and made it into houses. And to an extent, I think that's fully their right and prerogative. It's their land and their future, and they were smart enough to hold on to it for a long time as the value went up. But it is tough, and hopefully enough of the public lands get built up to protect that. Yeah. Well, when we talk, it's much more the people that are like, oh yeah, no. The city fathers 40 years ago said that this all had to be open space and trees and undeveloped and left for nature. But that was 40 years ago, and they didn't know. Now it's expensive, and not enough people can get homes. And it's like, no, they knew this was coming, and they still did it because you need wildlife corridors and things like that. And other people are like, well, I just want to build a nice house. Nah, not for that. I am devastated. It is level 8, isn't it? We didn't get kegs. We do get better water can proficiency. We get better hoe proficiency, and we can make a loom. Not that we have any animals yet to make wool. We can also make the retaining soil. Meh. I thought we already had that. I know we've gotten some and just sold it. I thought we had that recipe, too. I don't know. This one is critical, though. We got this. We have a lightning rod recipe now, and we can protect, most importantly, our little ancient fruit. And now we have a star fruit growing next to it instead of coffee. But we can protect those guys from lightning. We can also craft wild seeds for fall. Bye. And a warp totem to the beach. Yeah, those are some good unlocks. I was just disappointed. I thought we had kegs coming at us, but we're playing in advance, so we just gotta be patient. Yeah, I'm in day 10 of summer year 1. Tomorrow is the luau. We prepared for the luau. We got our cauliflower waiting. Oh, the spirits say, somewhat annoyed. Meh. Not on our side. Well, that's more good shopping. And this is Meru Day. Queen of Sauce, here to teach you another mouth-watering recipe. This time it's omelet. We already knew omelet, though, right? I think we got that earlier. Ooh, here we go. Bree, are you a bat person or a mushroom person? Or anybody else? If I know we've got a couple declared lurkers, so, and it's off hours for me, but hi, Jolly. I have some good news for you. A few days ago, I made a breakthrough in my research on the local environment. Ooh, open space is good, right, Demetrius? Habit loss bad? Habitat loss? I'll spare you the technical details and get to the point. You know that empty cave you have over in the cliffs? Yep. Well, I have a way to turn it into something useful for both of us. Ooh. I am also a mushroom person. I'd like to set up the cave to attract some local species. The way I can observe them in a more controlled environment, and you can harvest whatever products they produce. I can either set up the cave to attract mushrooms or fruit bats. The bats will sometimes leave fruit for you to collect. So I think most people now are mushroom people. I've always been a firm mushroom advocate. The bats are fun. They bring fruit, but I never seem to struggle for the fruit. And it's not just tree fruit. I think if it was just tree fruit, then the bats might be worthy. But the biggest kicker is, we'll show it here in a second. First of all, we're going to select our mushrooms. Set it up for you right now. It shouldn't take any time at all. Thanks for letting me do this. So, I think we had this recipe. I think we talked about this at the last... I'm totally going bonkers. Yeah, it's right here. There we go. Life Elixir. This is the 100% reason why to go mushroom caving, because you can get all of these. You're not going to get any of those in great quantity in the cave, but you can just... what I normally do is just throw a chest in there and keep dumping all my mushrooms, and they've... As a much more recent update, you've got a dehydrator, so you can have dried mushrooms, most of them, but you can also dry fruit. So I'll take fruit from my crops, or mainly like salmon berries once I get not dependent on them for food, and blackberries, that kind of stuff, and I'll just take a stack of those and dehydrate. In the meantime, I'm pulling my mushrooms until I have enough to make life elixirs. Because you get these in the Skull Cave. They're a sort of rare drop, and they're great as a drop. I'm glad to have them, but I don't know of anything equivalent. You can make a fruit salad with some of the tree fruits, but I don't think it's that good. And I don't know. I've not heard that one talked about. I know, I'm sure other smart people are perfectly capable of seeing that too. But for my dime, I don't think that one gets talked about enough. Is that crafting recipe, and especially right now when we don't have a kitchen, if you can get enough of those pieces together to make a life elixir, that makes up for a lot of watering. All right, what am I doing in here? Nothing. I just need a watering can. And to get to it. Look at our melons are starting to look melony. It looks like well, he's got his arcane shirt on. I'm glad you noticed. He's like Mickey Mouse being an apprentice, a sorcerer's apprentice, right? He's trying. If he could enchant brooms to water all these crops, even if it meant some minor flooding, he'd do it. Without a hint of regret. Man, we just really need that rain. Back to the corners. Yeah. As all good mushroom cavers do, I'm sure. So I don't mind taking... I kind of do. I think what we may do is throw all 4 of our quality sprinklers out into that next field, get that all set up on this unlucky, unhappy spirits kind of day. And I admit that life is going to be tough for 2 days or so, or whenever that rainstorm comes that lets us upgrade our watering can. Because building these all out with the sprinklers makes it pretty easy, especially once we get the 3s good. to just come through and knock this stuff out. Why are we getting... Oh, we got extra farming, so maybe we're more efficient. Every time it works out where I'm not running out of water, I'm worried. I'm going to let those try to catch up with others. It's 950. We've got 4,100. I should get... Oh, we don't even have stacks of stone yet, do we? That seems like a lot. Let's make all the... Do we have extra paths sitting around anywhere filling up a chest? I think we've used them all. Alright, let's get this going. So, first thing, I don't want surprise stuff filling into there. This way, we need to have full space that the trees can grow. So I think this is our level. If that comes back and tells me that I'm obstructing the peach tree, I'm going to be so upset. I don't really need to cut there, but it's okay. So over here, I think I want to come out at least 3. I want to have a path that comes through here that is too wide. See future beast of mobility. And then here, and on the opposite side there where the cat's laying, this is going to be our earliest keg area. Before we can afford a shed, we're going to just do vertical kegs here. And then we'll always be able to take the horse up and around. So that's all in. This makes me nervous. Is that going to be... That's going to be good, right? Because we can have the sprinklers and stuff one away from the trees and they grow in the greenhouse. So I think we're fine. And then we might as well pretty this up. I don't know what we're going to do back here. We do have a little... Maybe we'll just throw a torch down. 217. And then we'll have... I don't know... Well, let's see how this plays out now, right? So if I go... We'll cut it all. This will decide how far we want to come back over. Boom, boom. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 2, 3, 4. Boom. 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 Oh, hey, that's not bad. Let's actually... I don't know that we need it, but for balance, let's move all these before we get too long. Oh, do I need to go get seeds? I do. Here, we'll go right down here, and then... Come on, what are you doing? Only got 4 more. Alright, that'll keep it looking a little more balanced in the farm. 220, so we need to get seeds, and we have enough. Enough available. I'm gonna eat. Let's eat these 2. Oh, that's too much. Alright, let's sell these 2. Hey, third shift worker. How you doing? Welcome in, all my Hardcat friends. Were either of you two playing? I was watching some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles earlier today over with Hardcats. It's good to see. Oh my god. It's Meru Day today, though, isn't it? Let's not forget about Meru Day. Go get her strawberry. We'll take a little break, and then we can lay the rest of that out and save it for play. What is enjoy? Yeah. That was great. Great fun. I don't know if that's a regular on the rotation or anything like that, but I haven't seen that one. I don't recall. All right, let's go up to Meru. Looked like a bunch of fun. I'm more of an old school dungeon crawler roguelike type stuff. Like Dungeons of Dreadmore is very old now, but have had a lot of fun playing that. Let's get Meru taken care of. She's still here even. Meru? Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Robin, where did Meru go? I usually catch her on the way to the mines when she's helping her dad out in the lab. There she is. All right. Hey, Meru. Hey, what's this? A birthday gift? It's great. Thanks for remembering me. I could never forget you. You enjoying the season? I am. It's been so warm this year. Well, it's just heating up now. I mean, I gotta go. Wish I had my fishing rod. There's some bubbles out there. Any preference on what character you marry? Abigail, the purple-haired chick? The pale one with the purple skin, as her mom likes to describe her? Meru. Meru is my all-time love. And the other streamer, Hardcats only, but Jonathan that we were talking about, he says that Meru is not even human, that she's like an AI construct that's just emotionless. I couldn't disagree more. I think she's smart, funny, attractive, a wonderful woman, and she is not at all anti-human. She's putting humans on the map intergalactically. So she's the one in town that I want it. I mean, you want to hang out with Abigail and play some flute songs under a tree. Waste your times with a lot of video games, just like we all like to. No. I'm hooking my wagon to Meru's star, and we're going to space with robots clearing the path for us. Why am I coming back here now? Do I need to be back here? Nope. Oh, Harvey is your husband? Oh, I have long... my hate goes nowhere close to where John's is. There's a little overlap there. Just we're talking about John Hardcats only at the moment. He hates Harvey. Hates. I've always been a little iffy on Harvey. The whole stethoscope on the forehead when he takes your temperature or whatever, when you get your yearly exam, I'm skeptical. But he does, when he's talking to George, he does say he went to school for 8 years to learn how to take care of people. I gotta take him at his word. I don't know. I guess of all things, there you go, the Harvey emote. If I have to choose, I'd rather take my penalty fee and put it in Harvey's pocket than in Joja Mart's pocket. So there's that, I guess. But yeah, he's a little hanky panky in his operation, and clearly, I am not okay at all with his attitude towards his female employee. I don't want to ruin it. It's coming up tomorrow, I think. It makes my blood boil, and that's why I don't bring a sword to the luau. Could be an incident. All right, well, let's finish this up then. Man, can you believe we went through 150 stone for a couple paths? Let's do this. But yeah, it's Meru. I have, and I do. In fact, in my personal world, I'm thinking about just going ahead and marrying Haley. And I'm kind of I'm kind of down with the rationale from Hardcats on that one too. Like, she is the cute, attractive one. Like, sometimes, if they're all gonna be maddening to some degree, you might as well go with the trophy, right? People do it all the time in our world, and it's not a male thing or a female thing. People are just like, I'm looking for a part of my life where I'm gonna be have a spouse. It doesn't, for whatever reason, whether it's money or fame or anything else, they're like, it doesn't have to be a soulmate storybook kind of thing. I can be somebody I respect and get along with, and we can make a partnership that takes care of business. That's fine. But generally speaking, if you then have the means, you're going to go after the one that looks good when you go out to a social function. So maybe Haley's that person. I don't know. The only female, and I really haven't explored, from a game perspective, sure, I could go date all the guys. And in fact, I have done playthroughs where I've romanced everybody and then gone on to choose a spouse, where I think I went with Krobus. But I did get to the 10 hearts with everybody and the chaos that ensued. It's a little tough. It definitely, for the game's flow sake, it treats people like they're just fools and idiots. But like, people really can't have normal conversations. I mean, I know in high school it may not work, but you can't have an actual conversation with people. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's right in my life right now. I really think you're a good person, but I'm still not 100% sure if you're the person I'm going to settle down with for the rest of my life and make vows that fully intend to keep. That's gets weird. And so I don't know that I'm it's going to be a long time before I want to do the full everybody, all the dating scenes. Oh, and then we were going to shoot. Did I just screw this up? I did, didn't I? No, this one, well, I just suckered it there because I started cheating. All right. So you, 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 whoops, you, and you. Hit the right button. All right, these two are good. 1040. Oh, come on, game. Spirits were unhappy today, weren't they? Not hoe, pickaxe. This is how you end up chopping your coffee plants, by the way. And then we got a little fill in there. Still got some time, some energy. Let's chop this tree. Oh, missed on that. So this is going to give us a load of actual crop space to spill into. There is another little pond down there, so we can hype our building cash capacity there. And we're going to go with wheat again, so we don't break the bank, but we still pull in a bunch of cash quickly. That may free us up. These are 6 days, so I think we still have plenty of time to plant these if they go in. I'm a little worried on this back-to-back not being able to buy seeds, because I'm just realizing that it's the luau tomorrow. Yikes. All right, let's get that all put away. Let's go to bed. Let's get our luau. The whole valley needs therapy. Yeah, why is Harvey not a psychologist instead of a general doctor? Total 554 again. It's frustrating to be so low. but we'll get there. And I'd really... Oh, no! No! I was wrong. Oh, my God. I've screwed this up. Oh, no. It totally felt like we had way too much space. So is this Luau Day now? Or is Luau Friday? I don't see a letter. Hang on. We got these letters. Luau. Okay, so that was yesterday's letter. So this is today. We got to be there by 2. Let's not screw up the luau. I can't believe I misaligned that whole field. It seems like that doesn't account for the fruit trees in the greenhouse. What am I... I know they need to be 2 apart, right? Like if you plant a tree next to a tree, they got to have 2 tiles between them, but... Ooh, you're going to do a little dealing, huh? All right, well, don't get caught. Thanks for hanging, Grumpy. And again, I'm glad you're back safe and sound from vacation. Had a good time. And I'll try to keep an eye out from my phone a little bit. See if I can say hi on the road. Otherwise, I will catch you when I can along the way. This is probably stupid, but... I have to refill this watering can here. Might as well get down to this corner. One wheat. I think I'll definitely swap squash for that. Luau has begun. We got 5 hours. Seriously, how did I lay out a whole field in the wrong place? That is awful. All right, at least we're going to make this. And I don't have to water any of that today. Let's go get our squash before we forget all about it. Top those off. Still waiting for more of these to fill in so we can get them all on schedule. We got 1 hay and 1 wheat. And that wheat is going to be our beer when we unlock it. Alright, this sucks. Let's grab this right now so I don't forget it. Is the golden cauliflower the go-to for everybody? I don't know where I first heard or saw that, but... I've really seen no reason to change over all this time. I've seen somewhere much more recently, I've seen things that's like, oh, here are the cheapest things to put into the fair bundle and that kind of stuff to just make sure you get a win. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, now 11:20. We got to make sure we get down there too. What a derp I am. I think we'll still have plenty of time. I won't be able to fix that other field, but... Oh, you know what else we need to do? I mean, I guess we'll jump into action. Oh my god, So I didn't even leave a row. I was right. I just misinterpreted that space. Yeesh. Pickles! Alright, let's, really don't want to use you. I could make a rhubarb jelly, but that seems excessive. Oh, I got grapes, right? Here, let's make a grape jelly. Now, I'm just going to stash this pickles for now. I'll hang on to those because we're going to fix this, I hope. Yeah, 8 tiles. Yeah, I just misinterpreted the gap around the tree. I don't know why. Maybe it looked skinnier when it was still a sapling. I don't know. That was awful. Nothing new in terms of a quest up there. Shout out to family and friends, I guess, of Brian Wilson. Wow, I'm obviously I can't say I was a huge Beach Boy fan. It's kind of my sister's lane. Like she loved them, and they were very much more parent approved than my music. I'm like, yeah, give me some metal or something. Let's go. And they're like, yeah, no. Your sister likes Billy Joel and the Beach Boys and Richard Marx. That's what we'll listen to on the car trips. But you gotta respect how many summertime memories and movies and all that kind of stuff the Beach Boys represented, and for their era, they were incredibly controversial. You know, it's kind of crazy for me because even though I wasn't a part of any of it. To me, you know, that same kind of era in California is all about Haight-Ashbury and Jefferson Airplane and the Grateful Dead and everybody kind of evolving rock and roll in a very different direction from what the Beach Boys were doing with surf rock and that kind of stuff. And one was very much adopted by the mainstream, and I think there's a lot of stories there about, you know, why did the mass media find Beach Boys music so very palatable and accepting? And I mean that there's so much that was going on within that side of it that had all the controversy that the counterculture did. They were just not going against the culture, kind of blending in, and you know, all the celebration of drink, the sexual discrepancy, I guess. And I don't know I don't think it was exactly chauvinism. Certainly built into that culture of a sexual exploitation and a difference of norms. Right, the guys get to go check out all the California girls, and the girls are just supposed to smile and take it and be pretty and beautiful. Torn down that rock music. Kids and their Beach Boys. Yeah. I don't know. I just never got, like, I got it. They were massive mega hits, and in the 80s, so were the Grateful Dead, by the way. You know, their only #1 hit in the 80s, and the Beach Boys were certainly cranking them out. It's just weird that one takes the direction of Smoking a Little Pot, which has now come back around and is much more acceptable to the younger youth, and people my age find it weird that a lot of younger kids these days see no interest in drinking whatsoever. So more Coors Light for us. And not that that's a bad thing. I'm pretty supportive of it, actually. But at the time, the band that was really diving in on the booze and the party, the message of it is go get laid and dancing on the beach and live in the moment hedonistically and all that. That's the media music, right? That's the stuff that parents are like, yeah, no, this is great for the kids. And, coming out of McCarthyism, I'm a history guy, so I can't help myself. But all that becomes the radio airtime, play it, let's go. The Midwest Farmer's Daughters, with the way they kiss it, whatever. I don't know the lyrics too well, but, they're basically talking about teenagers and what admittedly teenagers were all thinking about. They're all talking about sex. On the other side, all that stuff coming out of the hate in San Francisco area and spreading around is talking about, hey, isn't there a more pure, better way that we can live? And sure, there's a lot of sex mixed into it and a lot of recreational use of the same chemicals, whether it's acid or mushrooms or pot or reds, whatever they were doing at the time. There was certainly plenty of it that wasn't high-minded or moralistic. They're just all looking to get high. And but if you look at the mentality in the music, there's more guts to the lyrics and the stuff that's going on. When you're looking at a lot of that stuff coming out of the hate, at least for all their failings, and I'm no defender of the 60s hippie movement because it was incredibly exploitive of the young people that came out, found out that, they're all saying, hey, don't worry about money or music or anything like that. Everybody's going to get taken care of. And it basically turned into a humanitarian disaster because there wasn't enough food to eat. It turns out that selling a few dime bags and dreams of peace and love don't keep you fed and clothed, and San Francisco is not a tropical place. It's not warm or safe, so a lot of people suffered. There was a lot of exploitation. I'm not championing one over the other, but I am very fascinated at how society said, yeah, one whose message is kind of the same stuff that we hear today in other controversial music genres still gets fought over. Anyway, we got an ad break. We're still here at the festival. We're obviously going to go for just a little bit longer than 11 to get back from that break, but we're here. I'm going to just step away for 1 second quickly, and then we'll come back. Kind of going to wrap up after the luau, and then we'll have that decision. If you can hear me now, you can be thinking it over. If you're watching on YouTube, leave comments. You've got until Tuesday of next week to do so. This farm is coming along, and it's good and it's great, but I'm not sure the playthrough has been fantastic, and I still hate that the first episode was totally borked coming through OBS. It broke off the first hours off. There was no audio. The inputs were all wrong. We ended up having to do reboots and re-updates or installs of OBS just to get the game going, and I don't like that sitting at the, hey, this guy's playing Stardew. Let me go check out episode 1, and it's just a steaming pile of dog poop. So this may be the end of Jolly and the giant, no, the Valley farm, right? But if we abandon it, it will just be to restart immediately and see what comes out and just try to get that first leg in without any issues, major ones. In which case, I don't have to go back and fix all that extra of that farm stuff. But I will play it straight up through the end of this day. It's going to go back in the evening anyway. Again, we've had some hiccups, and I've made some massive mistakes, that being one of them. Plowing under the coffee bean and the golden ticket, or the mission ticket, arcade ticket, whatever it is. All that being said, I don't mind this playthrough, and I wouldn't mind keeping it going. In-game stuff, I take them on the chin. That coffee bean hurt as hard as anything has hurt in a long, long time in a game, including Minecraft world losses. But it was that was a huge mistake, and all me. I was going over. I was telling people like, oh yeah, we could put a sprinkler here and it would go around. I had my pickaxe, and I was kind of like gesturing with the mouse, and I just hit, and it dropped right on the thing, and I didn't even mean to touch a button. I was just like, oh, here we go, but I did it. It was me. And then we had no more coffee. No future of coffee, at least for now. But we will get more coffee beans, so I'm not worried about it. So it's not the world stuff. It's that I know on the YouTube side, it's forever hanging out there as, oh, here, check out episode 1 of our Stardew playthrough. There's no audio for the intro and all that, so maybe when we come back in, 5 days, we change it up again. Start over, same farm layout and everything like that. We'll change up the names, change the appearance a little bit, and see what the game luck gets us for the next one. How it mixes up or stays the same, who knows? But welcome back, everybody, from the ads. I think that's gonna do it. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not gonna do it. We're not done. I was just talking forward before that. Let's do the luau. Look sharp. The governor's here for his annual visit. If you brought us something for the potluck, and make sure to add it to the soup cauldron. I'm not even trying to read. Should we move forward with the luau? The governor's... No, dude, I just got here. Hi, Governor. Do you appreciate my arcane appearance? What a lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. I want to speak to the missus about purchasing a vacation home here. Okay. See ya. Gus, look at this food, man. These blasted sandflies keep landing on the food. Ooh, I have a thing called a bug assault. You should check it out. Not a sponsor, but man, they're fun to use, especially at the beach. Hey, free buffet. One of the perks of living here. Enjoy it, kid. Yeah, I do. If you brought something for the soup, climb the stairs and throw it on the other side. All right. I put fresh vegetables from my garden into the communal soup pot. That's what I'm going to do, Caroline, because you're my sensei. I hope the soup is good this year. So do I. I think everybody hopes the soup is good. Good thing I came with sunscreen. Oh. I wonder if Meru could use some sunscreen on her shoulders. I don't know. Why don't you offer her the tube and ask if she'd like some, not consider yourself a medically certified shoulder massager. Meru, you need to see something, say something. I'm here for you. Just blink twice. Whatever Linus is roasting, it sure smells awfully good. Meru? Look at me blink. I blinked. Linus, you keep an eye on these two, all right? If Harvey gets uppity, just caw like a bird. I'll come running. Slow, continuous rotation is key to achieving the perfect roast. My defense of Meru never gets old. We do the festival every year to give the governor a taste of everything the valley has to offer. Okay. Mayor Lewis hopes it will get the governor on our good side. That's why he's so neurotic about how the way the soup tastes. Why wouldn't he be on our side? We're the best thing going in the state, district, territory. Governor, who cares? I'm kind of with you, Sam, but why should I care about some random old guy? Well, if we want it to stay us and have these little festivals and not have Gatoros pushing in and bringing their imperial stuff at us, Governor might be a good one to keep looking out for us. I'll be back here by the trees. The air is a lot cooler. Smart. He's keeping an eye out on the Gatoros, too. And the mer people. How's that farming coming along? Must be a busy scene for you. Yeah, funny you should ask. A couple incidents. I woke up late, stepped out of the door, and found myself in the middle of all this hubbub. Ooh, I'm glad you're in the hubbub. Forgot that today was the luau. I can't help you there, except that there's a calendar, and you can buy a copy of it from Pierre's. We haven't gone down this way, have we? Have we talked to Clint? I'm full. What else is there to do besides eat? Don't keep eating if you're full. One year, Sam put a pound of anchovies in the potluck soup. I wonder why Sam leaves the town in community service hours. I'm not sure if I've ever had anchovies in soup. I do like anchovies. A good Caesar dressing with some nice anchovies. I'm not a anchovies on pizza necessarily. Hi there, Jolly. Taking a breather? Tell the truth, I'd rather be fishing right now. but I do like anchovies. Big fan. It's tiring socializing with everyone. It's tiring to socialize with everyone. I'd rather watch the sea. Fair enough. Cover that grumpy trucker. He's a big fan. Hey, look at our matching arcane shirts, dude. Mine's got a different little collar bit, but maybe that's my more aspirant beard. Ooh, maybe next time we should go gray pants. We could just become the wizard. The mer people are curious about your festivities. Hey, I'm new here, dude. You've been around longer than I have. They become upset when you litter in the ocean. Well, there was that ticket, I guess. But that was in the river. It washed to sea. And I really wanted it back. If the mer people find it, could they bring it to me? Perfect weather. Oh, Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson. I would dance, but I don't want to get sweaty. Oh, was I? Oh, well, now I'm sweaty. Shane, you got anything for sweat? Wow, you don't get hot pepper chutney like this in the big city. That's not going to help the sweating problem, I don't think. Ooh. Demetrius, do you have some soup space age deodorant? This is tiring, honey. Are you ready to visit? See, he knows. He's like, man, the sweat rings are about to start breaking through the shirt. We got to stop. Ow, you stepped on my... Yep. Listen, Robin. He's about to pit out, and it's a beach party, all right? You go dancing on Friday night. Ooh, Emily doesn't care. That's why she's got a strap dress with no sleeves. She's like, let the pits roll. I'm bored. Vincent isn't a good dancer. Well, you're at the beach, and I'm pretty sure he's probably looking for snails. Hey, Evelyn. The smell of the ocean takes me back many years, long before you were born. Well, it's fine. Was that when you went out clamming or whatever it was on the beach? That music, it's too loud. Oh, hear another anti-beach boyer. Can't I have a little peace and quiet to enjoy the ocean? More of a Yanni guy, huh? All right. Well, try to enjoy. Are we good? Have we talked to everybody? I think we got the circle. Talk to Willie. He'd rather be fishing. Oh, maybe if I get on the Governor Good side, he'll give me my business a tax break. Goodness. I wonder if he likes aged whiskey. Many do. I guess some don't. I would appreciate that if you were bribing me as a farmer, your supplier of most produce. Just give me some aged whiskey, dude. Now, if only the mayor would stop schmoozing with him all afternoon. Well, he's not here to buy souvenirs. Speaking of which, I can't afford any of this stuff. But thanks, man, for being here, making it more of an event. All right, did we... Oh, I almost didn't put the cauliflower in. Oops. Cauliflower. Let's go get this soup rated. Mayor, Governor, you ready? Let's go. Hot soup and sand. Oh, the soup I need. With a little green. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. Thanks, Lewis. Trust you all put high-quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. No regrets. Well, Governor, would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. Dude, can we see your eyes? Also, he's got the little feather in the cap. Is that the pimpin' cap? Did he just double dip his soup spoon in this thing? He got a little eye action going. An unforgettable soup. Oh my, that's the best soup I've ever tasted. Look at him go. No bowl. No napkin. He's just in it. Give me a swizzle straw. You're right. It's delicious. Get all that cauliflower. I was going to say cabbage, because Hambbage. Wonderful job, everyone. Who else wants to taste? Governor wasn't kidding. That soup was out of this world. Time to head home. And sadly, our day gets cut short. We're gonna salmon berry it up. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments, you folks that are here and maybe not lurking, or if you are, feel free to use YouTube as a commenting platform, or hit me with a whisper. Let me know if it would wreck people's brains if we did restart on Tuesday when I get back. As much as anything, it would be about the getting the episode, the first episode, especially over on the YouTube side where it'll stick around longer, set up and ready for perpetuity. As our starter for this playthrough, because I don't usually start these with an idea that, oh yeah, we're just going to play for a couple days. I have, years ago, I started a couple that were just during the holidays, and I play for a couple days there. But I usually will go at a minimum through 3 years, at a very minimum, more likely 5, and we'll try to get 100%er type stuff. We had before 1.6, I think we were in 1.5, maybe it was 1.4, I don't know. It gets a little hazy. Where we'd at least gotten the mountain walk, and done all that. I haven't ever gotten all the Steam achievements, and I haven't just 100%ed like the items and everything in the game. In fact, I don't think I've ever completed all the advancements, but enough to get the credit roll. I think I've gotten all the walnuts, that kind of stuff. We've gone very deep, but sleep for the night. Let's do it. So, if we restart, it will be in the knowledge that the first spring season. Oh, let's get that paused up. Will go by quickly. We did 4 hours and 8 hours, I think, prior to today, and then another 4 now. So, it goes through pretty quick. And generally speaking, if I start getting into Stardew, I'm gonna be very into it. Summer's a little more chaotic, a little breaky, but it is so good. I do love it. So, let me know. Comments, YouTube here, whatever you got. Let me know if Jolly and this farm as it is, even with the early stuff, is okay. My inclination is we take a little break here. We reset. We kind of let this be a test, a beta run, right? Kind of give it a whirl. We've had a lot of people coming in, having fun from different streams. Give it a chance to marinate, let breathe, and then we come back in, start fresh, and I don't know. Maybe we totally mix it up. Maybe we play it from the perspective of a female farmer. I know there's a lot of women that play as women farmers. Or we go through and we just, like Bree said, going after Abigail as a marriage partner. There are a couple that I haven't done. Leah, which Jonathan Hardcats just got knocked out. I've never endured. I've never wanted to endure the penny, but there's got to be some kind of a redemption there, right? I don't know. Has anybody ever actually endured the Mary Penny? Maybe we become the first ever to do it. She's sweet. She's mild. I just don't know if her outlook gets positive enough as it goes forward. I think it's so contradictory to a lot of people that gravitate towards this kind of thing where it's like, make it better for yourself. Keep pushing through the adversity. But that being said, let's again visit Jolly the Green Giant. Really, if we restart and we use the same name, We got to be green, right? I totally missed that. But yeah, we could have taken the green skin color and been Jolly the Green Giant. Think of farmers' names just in case. I am really leaning towards let's come back fresh. Hit this from the start. And see, I don't know. We got like a lot of good luck. A lot of things worked, but there wasn't a feel of like, oh yeah, we're hitting on these cylinders, or the game is kind of skewing us in a direction. We could also, yeah, I like that. We could also do what I failed to do on this one, and that is shuffle the community center, where maybe we have to use all our salmon berries towards a bundle. Right? There's the shuffled stuff there. There are the shuffled mine rewards as well. We've done all that, and that was the reason why I didn't. I was like, the last time we did a big playthrough, everything was shuffled, and now maybe we bring it back and do it the way it has been for tradition's sake. But I would really like to rebuild out the Four Corners farm though, instead of a standard or one of the specified ones. I don't know. I know a lot of people love it, and like the new bluegrass field came in. It's like, yeah, but you get bluegrass anyway. It's not too necessary. I don't think. I don't know. It's never appealed to me. I have played through some, um, but I don't get the idea of like, oh, I really want this one because it's got a river, or I really want this one because it's got more stone quarries or trees to chop. Like, I just give me space. Whatever the game is, if there's a scalable size to the world where it was like a civilization back in the day or something, it's like, give me the massive map. In fact, I had the, was it Civ 2 or 3? It was the one where the Statue of Liberty let you pick what type of government you wanted immediately. There was no religions, no culture really, but there were the wonders of the world, no mini wonders, and you could basically in the map start there were coordinates, and it would say, you could make the massive or whatever, or you can enter your own coordinates. And I had it dialed to where you could make the ratio as maxed out as possible, so that you could have the biggest usable rectangular world that would just end up with like 20 continents in it. And if you then, I think the best, like, just massive all-out war stuff was to go at like 3 civilizations. So you could have one with contact early and be the trade, and one other that would inevitably blow up and be the militarized one. But there was enough space that they could get huge before you really had to run into it. And as long as you rushed up and got the Statue of Liberty, then you could immediately go democracy, get all the tech, and then change your thing into fundamentalism and go full on militarized, and then just set up. And they'd have, the game wasn't that smart, so it would just load them up with enemies, and it was like carnage exceptional. It was awesome. I don't know how we got there, except the big worlds are good, and Four Corners world is, as far as I know, is the biggest map of the farm that you can have in Stardew, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I like the way it's kind of gridded out. You don't get it all at once, and I'd like to further, without really going back to check, but a couple playthroughs ago we did it, Four Corners, and had the ducks down at the lake and all that. It's great. I'd like to keep working in that direction, but see how we can spec it out the best. The other thing, I know zero about Stardew mods, and I'm a very vanilla person, and I kind of still want the get all the achievements, everything done on stream with you guys, like all of these, back through all of these, because they all have to be completed to do this. All the island stuff, anything new in 1.6 I still haven't stumbled upon. I want it all, and I want it all vanilla. Um, because I do think there's a little bit of, oh, well, they're quality of life mods. They just make it easier. It's like, yeah, they make it easier. It does change it a little bit. Um, but I've seen some cool stuff in the mods that I've seen um, on various YouTubes or whatever, where there's either more people or you can construct additional buildings outside of the farm's perimeter once you get big enough or whatever. I don't know how they work. But then you can effectively have more like greenhouses, right? That you can be growing stuff scattered out. I think with the island farm and all that, space has never really been an issue. Um, but I would like to kind of take it through on a satisfactory type production level. Um, See where we can push it next. Anyway, I've stayed up too late now. Well, I haven't stayed up, but I'm streaming too late. I got to catch this flight tomorrow. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your evenings or your mornings if you're just getting going. We will catch you all soon. I'll be out there lurking on my phone, I'm sure, trying to check in. Again, thank you for the resubs, the chat messages, all that. You guys are the best. We'll see you next time. That will be Tuesday, and probably with an all new world kicking off. Talk to you then. Bye now.